Welcome to Retired Pennies World, the channel where we uncover the hidden treasures sitting quietly in your coin change or old coin collections. Today we're taking a fascinating look at the 1981 quarter-dollar coin from the United States, a piece that may appear ordinary at first glance, but can hold surprising value depending on its condition, mint mark, and rarity. If you've ever found an older Washington quarter in your coin jar or inherited one from a relative, stay tuned, because this 1981 quarter might be worth far more than just 25 cents. The 1981 quarter dollar features the familiar portrait of George Washington on the obverse side, designed by John Flanagan, a design that has been a part of American coinage since 1932. On the reverse, you'll find the majestic bald eagle with spread wings, symbolizing freedom and national pride. This coin is made primarily of copper and nickel and was produced at 3 different U.S. mints: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. You can identify where your coin was made by checking the mint mark just next to Washington's ponytail. A D indicates Denver, an S stands for San Francisco, and if there's no mint mark, it means your coin was struck in Philadelphia. Now, when it comes to value, most 1981 quarters found in regular circulation are still worth around their face value of 25 cents, especially if they are heavily worn. However, collectors are always searching for coins in the best possible condition, those that have sharp details, no scratches, and minimal signs of wear. A 1981 quarter dollar in good condition, meaning it has been lightly circulated and still retains a strong shine, can fetch prices ranging from $1 to $5 in the current coin market. But the real excitement begins when we look at coins in uncirculated or mint state condition. In mint condition with no signs of handling, the value of a 1981 quarter can rise significantly. Coins graded MS-65 and above by professional grading services can easily sell for $50 to $150, depending on the mint mark. Rare examples with full luster, perfect strikes, or proof quality, especially those from the San Francisco Mint marked with an S, can be valued at well over $200. And if the coin displays any minting errors such as double die strikes, off-center impressions, or clipped planchets, then its value could skyrocket to several $100s, with some rare error pieces even fetching over $1,000 in specialized auctions. It's also important to remember that coin collectors value historical and aesthetic appeal, not just rarity. The 1981 quarter represents the end of an era in U.S. minting before major design changes took place in later years. Because of this, pristine examples of 1981 quarters are becoming harder to find in circulation today. If you happen to own a 1981 quarter in exceptional condition, especially one that has been preserved in a coin holder or protective case since the time it was minted, it could be worth far more than you imagine. So before you spend that old 1981 quarter, take a moment to inspect it closely. Check for its mint mark. Look at its overall shine, and consider getting it appraised by a professional coin dealer. Who knows? Your coin could be one of those rare gems valued at over $100 or more in today's market. Many collectors are actively looking for high-grade Washington quarters to complete their sets, and your coin could be the missing piece they're willing to pay a premium for.
Next up, we're going to talk about the 1992 quarter-dollar coin from the United States, a coin that many people still have sitting in their drawers, coin jars, or wallets, without realizing that it could be worth far more than just 25 cents. This coin, especially in good or mint condition, has gained attention among collectors, and some versions have sold for over $100 or more in today's coin market. So if you've got a 1992 quarter, this might be the perfect time to find out what it could be worth. The 1992 Washington quarter is part of the long-running Washington Quarter series that started in 1932. On the obverse, or front side of the coin, you'll find the profile of George Washington, the first president of the United States, designed by sculptor John Flanagan. The reverse side shows the powerful image of a bald eagle perched on arrows with wings spread wide, symbolizing freedom and strength. This design remained in use until 1998, before the launch of the 50 state quarters program. The 1992 quarter is made of a copper-nickel composition, weighs 5.67 grams, and has a reeded edge just like most quarters from this era. The coin was minted in 3 different U.S. mint facilities: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. To identify where your coin was struck, look for the mint mark on the front side of the coin just beside Washington's ponytail. A P means it was minted in Philadelphia, a D indicates Denver, and an S means San Francisco. The Philadelphia and Denver mints produced circulation coins meant for everyday use, while the San Francisco mint created proof coins with mirror-like surfaces, specifically for collectors. When it comes to value, most 1992 quarters found in circulation are worth around their face value of 25 cents, especially if they are scratched, dull, or worn. However, a 1992 quarter in good condition, one that still has sharp details and a bright surface, can easily be worth around $1 to $5. But the real jump in value begins with uncirculated or mint state coins. A 1992 quarter in mint state, MS 65 or higher, can fetch between $50 and $150, depending on the mint mark and the sharpness of its strut. Proof coins from the San Francisco mint, especially those with deep cameo contrast, can be valued anywhere from $100 to $250 in perfect condition. What makes some 1992 quarters even more valuable are minting errors and special varieties. A few coins were struck with unusual characteristics such as double die obverses, off-center strikes, or planchet errors. These rare variations can turn an ordinary 1992 quarter into a collector's treasure. Some of these rare error coins have sold for over $500, and in extremely rare cases, even close to $1,000, depending on their grade and uniqueness. The 1992 Washington quarter is also significant because it represents the final years of the classic eagle design before major design changes took place later in the decade. For collectors, these coins hold both nostalgic and historical value. If your 1992 quarter has been well preserved, showing a clean shine, no scratches, and clear details, it's worth getting it appraised by a professional coin expert. You might be surprised to discover that your ordinary-looking coin could be worth over $100 or more in today's collector market. So before you spend that 1992 quarter dollar, take a good look at it. Check for the mint mark, examine its condition, and look closely for any signs of minting errors. You never know. You could be holding a small piece of American history that's worth far more than you think.
Next up, we're going to talk about a very interesting and collectible piece, the 1982 quarter-dollar coin from the United States. Many people overlook this coin, thinking it's just another ordinary quarter, but depending on its condition, mint mark, and type, some 1982 quarters can be worth well over $100 or more in today's collector market. So stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for and how much your 1982 quarter could be worth. The 1982 Washington quarter features the iconic portrait of George Washington on the front, designed by sculptor John Flanagan. On the reverse, you'll find the classic image of a bald eagle holding arrows and an olive branch, a timeless symbol of American strength and peace. This coin is made from a copper-nickel composition and weighs about 5.67 grams. What makes the 1982 issue particularly interesting is that it was struck during a period when the U.S. Mint was making important changes to its coin production process, which resulted in several varieties and minting differences that collectors love to find today. In 1982, the U.S. Mint produced quarters at 2 main locations, Philadelphia and Denver. You can tell which mint produced your coin by checking for the mint mark on the front of the coin next to Washington's ponytail. A P means it was made in Philadelphia, and a D stands for Denver. However, 1982 is a special year because it was one of the first years when the Philadelphia Mint began placing a P mint mark on its coins, something that was not done in previous decades. This small detail makes some 1982 quarters historically significant to coin collectors. Now, let's talk about value, the part every collector loves.
A standard 1982 quarter dollar that has been used in circulation and shows signs of wear is generally worth around its face value of 25 cents. But if your coin is in good condition, meaning it still has sharp details, minimal scratches, and some original shine, it can already be worth between $1 and $5. In uncirculated or mint condition, where the coin shows no signs of handling and retains its original luster, the value increases dramatically. Mint state or MS, 65 and higher 1982 quarters can sell anywhere from $50 to $150, depending on the mint mark and quality. There are also proof-like and rare error coins from 1982 that can be worth hundreds of dollars. Some of the most valuable 1982 quarters feature minting errors, such as double-die obverses, off-center strikes, or weak strikes, where the coin details didn't press properly during minting. These types of coins can fetch prices ranging from $200 to over $1,000, depending on their rarity and demand among collectors. One of the most well-known examples is a 1982 D quarter in brilliant uncirculated condition that sold for well above $100 at auction, simply because of its flawless strike and high grade. Next up, we're going to explore the story and true market value of the 1996 quarter dollar coin from the United States, a coin that might look ordinary at first glance, but can actually be worth much more than 25 cents. If you have a 1996 quarter sitting in your drawer, coin jar, or wallet, stay tuned because some versions of this coin in excellent condition or with unique minting errors have sold for over $100 or more in today's collector market. The 1996 Washington quarter features the classic portrait of George Washington on the obverse, or front side, designed by sculptor John Flanagan. This design first appeared in 1932 to celebrate Washington's 200th birthday and continued to be used until 1998 before the 50-state quarters program began. On the reverse side of the coin, you'll find the striking image of the bald eagle with outstretched wings perched on arrows and an olive branch, a timeless symbol of American strength, pride, and freedom. The coin weighs about 5.67 grams and is made of a copper-nickel composition, giving it that familiar silver-like shine. The 1996 quarter was produced at 3 U.S. mint locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. You can identify which mint made your coin by looking for the mint mark on the front, just to the right of Washington's ponytail. If there's a P, it was minted in Philadelphia. A D means Denver, and an S stands for San Francisco, which produced proof coins. The Philadelphia and Denver mints struck hundreds of millions of 1996 quarters for circulation, but the San Francisco mint made a smaller number of proof coins specifically for collectors, and those are the ones that often carry higher value. Now let's talk about what everyone wants to know: the current market value. A standard 1996 quarter dollar that has been circulated and shows wear is usually worth around its face value of 25 cents. However, if your coin is in good condition with minimal signs of wear, it can be worth between $1 and $3 to collectors who seek high-quality examples. The real jump in value happens with uncirculated or mint state coins, those that have never been used and still show full brilliance and sharp detail. In mint state 65 condition or higher, a 1996 P or 1996 D quarter can sell from $50 up to $150 depending on the quality of the strike and luster. Proof coins from the San Francisco Mint are even more valuable. These coins were made with special polished dies and struck multiple times to achieve a mirror-like finish. A 1996 S proof quarter in perfect condition can be valued anywhere between $100 and $250. There are also rare error coins from 1996 that can bring in even more money. Some examples include off-center strikes, double-die obverses, or coins struck on the wrong planchet. These error coins are extremely rare, and depending on the type and condition, they can sell for over $500 or even reach the $1,000 mark among serious collectors.
The 1996 quarter also holds historical importance because it was one of the last years before the 50-state quarters program began in 1999, which completely changed the look of U.S. quarters. This makes 1996 quarters, especially those in pristine condition, more desirable to collectors who want to complete full sets of the classic eagle reverse design. If your 1996 quarter is bright, shiny, and free of scratches or marks, it's worth holding on to because high-grade examples are becoming harder to find as the years go by. So before you spend that 1996 quarter dollar, take a closer look. Check for the mint mark, inspect the surface for scratches, and if it looks unusually sharp and clean, it might be worth more than you think. Some collectors are willing to pay over $100 for a coin that has been well preserved or displays rare minting features.